It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we got a beer from Norton Brewery. And well, I find their brewery, I find their beer styles, I find everything about this brewery fascinating. I would move to Oxfordshire, I would move to Norton, Norton, that sort of area, just to be able to live near this brewery. And Oxford is not a bad part of the world, is it? The rolling Oxford Hills, not the Chilterns, no, that's South Birmingham, isn't it? The Cotswolds, that's what I was looking for. Cotswolds, beautiful. I used to work all over the Cotswolds years ago. I'll tell you about that later on. But if you have a chance, if you've not been to the Cotswolds, if you've not been to Norton Brewery, you need to go to Norton Brewery. I'll talk more about that later on in the video, but this is their Greedy Goose. And this is a 4.2% ABV winter ale. So there's sort of like seasonal winter sort of Christmas thing going on at Norton. There's the bottle cap. Let's get the beer out into a glass, see what we get. Nice bit of smoke on the bottle opening. Beer in the glass. One finger, slightly off-white head, good levels of carbonation, clear, amber looking beer. It's very nice. I'd say darker than amber. I'm going to go mahogany coloured. That's a mahogany coloured ale there. The beer is available from our channel sponsors, beersofeurope.co.uk. Beers of Europe, the largest online beer store in the UK, with a fabulous range of beers from all around the world. I talk with my hands, sorry. Remember Stan from Monkey Island? Beers of Europe, the largest online beer store in the UK, with a fabulous range of beer from all around the world. If you've worked away, if you've been on holiday and you found that wonderful beer, maybe you've been to Oxfordshire and you want to try that wonderful beer again where you live, then the best place to find it would be beersofeurope.co.uk. There's a link in the description box of the video. So no head retention on this beer. The temperature of the beer, so I'm looking at clues now. Why is there no head retention? Is it my fault? Always look to do that. Is it my fault? I've had the beer out the fridge now for about 40, nearly 50 minutes. So it's gone from being 4 degrees, it's probably up to about around 7 or 8 degrees now. So there's no reason why the temperature does not cause it, it's not my fault sort of thing. Then I look at the glassware. I do dishwasher my glasses, I do. I'm a bit lazy, I don't hand wash them, they all go in the dishwasher. So it might be that, could be the beer. Could be the beer that just doesn't want to give a head today on the beer. Maybe it just doesn't want to do it today. It's tired. Good amounts of carbonation. Let's get the aroma. Wow, yeah. It's just lovely and British. That's the best way to describe this. You're getting hints of caramel, hints of kind of white pepper, a bit of roasted malt as well, a bit of sort of chocolate malt in there. The aroma's fantastic. Let's dive in then. Cheers, everybody. touch of licorice, earthy, peppery, spicy, good mouthfeel, nicely carbonated, biscuity, nutty, bready, rich fruitcake flavours. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Rich fruitcake flavours coming from the beer. A little bit of bitterness on the back end, nicely balanced between that sweetness over there and that bitterness over here. It's nice, this, it is. I think if you're moving over, and this is the thing with real ales, isn't it, and bottled beers, and if you're moving over, say you're fed up of drinking Corona, or you're fed up of drinking Madri, and you want to try something different, and you might just live near Hook Norton, and you go, I'm going to buy this Christmas ale. To dive from Madris and Coronas, which have no flavour whatsoever, over to something like this is a bit of a challenge. It's a bit of a challenge. Even after reviewing beer after 15 years, there's things in this beer, there's flavours in this beer that I just can't put my finger on. They're so complex, these beers. They're so complex between the malt, the hops, the temperature, the way you serve it, the glassware, it's why we love it. It's why we love drinking great and different beers. It's just to have something different and just to have something a little bit more complex. It's a great beer. I would drink 4 pints of this in a winter, in an old-fashioned pub in the middle of winter when the fire's roaring. That's this sort of beer. So, yeah, I promised to talk about Hook Norton. So, it's the last steam-driven, they use it once a month now. They still have the engine, the steam engine in the brewery. They fire it up once a month for visitors. So they do like brewery tours, and you can pay for a brewery tour. I highly suggest you go. They fired up this old steam brewery, and it's all belt-driven. It's like a brewery from the 1950s, all belt-driven. Steam brewery, tremendous, absolutely tremendous. It's a sight to see, it really is. And you should go to a brewery tour down there, because when it's finished and you come out and you're like, oh, that was amazing, they lead you into this lovely large bottle shop where you can buy all their beers and cheeses and sausages and whatnot. And then they have a restaurant to the side as well, and the restaurant's always full. Always full, and the restaurant's really nice. And of course, they've got their beers on in the restaurant. It's just wonderful. Just a wonderful, wonderful sort of place there down at Hook Norton. It's worth going to see Hook Norton Brewery. I did a lot of work there. Did a lot of work around that way with my father about 7-8 years ago. We'd go down in a day. We'd go down because you could do it in 3 hours, 2-3 hours down there. We used to do our job, come back. Our job was about half an hour. Bonkers, and then we come back, and it was great. It was great. It was really good. Yeah, but the Cotswolds, we've seen some stunning places. We've seen some stunning buildings. We really did. Really lovely part of the world. Rating for this beer then. Good aroma, not much head retention, which I mean it could have, but then again it hasn't. It's the flavour of the beer that's most important. I like enough to give it an 8 out of 10. It's an 8 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.